getting people who need a mammogram connected with a mammogram, like through the Department of Health program that Joanne spoke about, or other options that are available. And also, if they need treatment and they are uninsured or underinsured, again, she can connect them through the program that Joanne spoke about in the Pennsylvania Department of Health. She also is the, I guess you'd call it the den mother for our CARES program, which brings students, high school students from Harrisburg and Lebanon to our events and to Hershey Medical to learn about the healthcare system and the importance of early detection. So let us welcome survivor and volunteer extraordinaire, Joyce Ashe. Joyce? Virtual hug.
Virtual hugs, that's right. Again, my name is Joyce Ashe, and I give all praise and honor to God for me to be standing here today as a 10-year breast cancer survivor. My story and my journey begins a little bit different from a lot of people. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis 10 years ago and was given medications, different medications trying to treat that. And I discovered something was going on in my body that wasn't quite right, especially in my breast area. So I checked with my rheumatologist to see if I could get a mammogram, and she did. So I walked into Hershey Breast Center, had my mammogram, had my biopsy, and I'm a member of Dayspring Ministries, and during that time we were having a fast and prayer during Holy Week. So Good Friday became my good news day. That's the day that I found out that I did have early stage breast cancer. And I call it a good news day because my cancer was found at an early time with early detection. It was treatable. So I was really grateful for that. But then I started to pray because I knew I had to do something to give back to my community, because the Bible says, as much as is given, much is also received. So as much as received is also given. So I wanted to make sure I could do that and wanted to learn about the resources, more about breast cancer, diagnosis and everything else, but I didn't know where to start. At my church, I met a lady named Alice Sanders, who is a director on the board of directors with the Pennsylvania Breast Cancer Coalition. I always knew her passing, say hello, Sunday, Wednesday night, but her prayer lined up with my prayer, and she wanted to share with me and walk along with me through my journey. So when she came up to me and asked me, I was so thrilled that I had somebody to walk with me. And I shared with her my desire was to give back, especially in the Black and brown community, because we don't hear a lot about breast cancer and the resources available to us. And so we got together, and I was still going through treatment at the time. She invited me to my first Pennsylvania Breast Cancer Coalition conference. When I got there, they had a pink carpet event on Friday night, and I remember meeting Jennifer and just the love that was in that place during that time, again, where you're not quite sure which direction you're headed, but you know you're going somewhere, you know you want something to do. It was such a nice time. I heard testimony after testimony of people who've survived cancer for 20-some years, and also some like me who was just still new at it, going through treatment. The next day we had an opportunity to do workshops, and through the workshops I learned so much about resources that are out there for women and men who are diagnosed with breast cancer who may not know where to turn to. Thank God, I said, this is my calling. Your testimony is a platform for your ministry. So that became my ministry. I don't look at this as something more of just doing. I think it's a ministry for me that I can give back, that I can encourage other women, that I could be there for them. And thanks to Pat, and I just love, you got to be careful what you pray for. She gave me so many assignments And I was so grateful and thankful to be able to do those table events, going out, speaking places, and it gave me opportunity to say thank you. This is my way of giving back. So I enjoy volunteering. I enjoy the coalition. I love the research that they help do to find out new ways, because 3D mammographies were not out when I was first diagnosed. It was just a regular mammogram. But just hearing from legislators, meeting with different legislators, meeting with the senator, meeting with the governor, just to know that Harrisburg and Pennsylvania specifically rallies around women and men who are diagnosed with breast cancer. And I am just thrilled. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to be doing going forward. And also, before I sit down, I just want to let everybody know who's listening, breast cancer is a pre-diagnosed disease. So we need to vote not to lose our health care coverage for pre-diagnosed patients. So thank you, Pat, and thank you.
Thank you so much, Joyce. Just such a wonderful person, and always ready, willing, and able to reach out to her sisters and help them directly. And we greatly appreciate you, Joyce.